Complete beginners are making thousands with e-commerce. I'm sure you see it online. Everywhere you look, people are not only making life-changing money, but living a lifestyle that you dream about. For the longest time, there's been a barrier between the beginners and the ones who are already doing e-commerce successfully. But today, I'm going to put an end to that. I'm going to walk you through step by step on how someone with zero experience, no tech skills, and no business savvy background can start an e-commerce business today. Yes, get your first sales and build a business that could change your life forever. And it's not maybe this works. These are the exact action steps that beginners are doing right now to build a successful e-commerce business in today's day and age. This means that you won't have to chase outdated hacks or spend months of trial and error. You'll know exactly what works in today's market so that you can start taking action immediately. I guarantee you this will be the last how-to guide to watch on getting started with e-commerce. I'm going to lay out the different business models to start, how each of them work, and the one that's working the best right now. So get a pen and paper out. This could change a lot for you. All right, here we are. So jumping into it. Section number one is choosing the right business model. Now there's going to be 6 sections and they're all just as important. So make sure you stick around. Okay. So section 1, choosing the right business model. Now the main models in 2026 are coming up here in 2026 is number 1, Amazon FBA. You ship inventory into Amazon and they handle the fulfillment. So the process with Amazon FBA goes like this. So you buy inventory from a retailer, you have the retailer ship the inventory to a prep center, right, who then preps the products, they label it, they box it up according to Amazon's requirements, and then they then ship it over to Amazon's fulfillment centers. Then your inventory is stored there, and when a customer orders, they buy directly, and it goes directly through Amazon's fulfillment channel, where the Amazon carrier and the Amazon truck then brings it to the customer, okay? Now, with drop shipping, you sell without holding inventory. Supplier ships to the customers. Typically, the supplier is in Alibaba or overseas, okay? And your main investment here is utilizing Facebook ads or advertising because you have to draw traffic to your storefront from the outside consumer, okay? But the main difference between Amazon FBA and drop shipping is that the traffic or the demand is already built in, okay? Now, both tools both have softwares to work with and see which one works better, which one has more selling volume and so on, which different products, but these are the top 2 ones. Now, the third one is essentially Amazon from 20 years ago, Walmart selling. So just like Amazon, but on a lower scale, you buy inventory from a retailer, you ship it to Walmart's fulfillment centers, but first you ship it to a prep center, just like Amazon, and they ship it to Walmart's fulfillment centers, then they handle the fulfillment. They package the item, they store it in their warehouses or their Walmart centers, and then they ship it directly to the customer, just like Amazon FBA, but it's a more slept-on business model here going into 2026, and it's so underrated. I've just started growing on a Walmart, and it's a massive opportunity because it's like the wild, wild west. A lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people aren't selling on it, so it's a huge opportunity to dive into. It's good to kind of dual it with Amazon and Walmart, or do all 3. I typically recommend one or a second one, but there you go. Okay. Now, why I'm picking one model to start. So avoid trying multiple models at once. If you're doing Amazon FBA, drop shipping, Walmart, and any other e-commerce out there like Tik Tok Shop that might exist, and notice I didn't mention that one because it's not one of the bigger ones here as we head into it. But if you're doing all of these at once, where are you going to find success? I've never heard of anybody finding success with all 3 at the same time because your head and resources is in a million different spaces. So just start with one and pick one and scale it because yes, they all work. You see the examples, you see people online doing both and all 3. So pick one, stick with it. And obviously the easier ones to start with are Amazon FBA and drop shipping, okay? Now, choose your decision based on budget, time, and goals, okay? Remember, drop shipping, there's a quick win, a quick success, right? You build a storefront, build a brand, run ads, and you might get a big sales day or big sales month, right? Then you have to kind of sustain that. With Amazon, it might be a bit of a slower start. You might be starting with $1,000 in inventory, but you're building a real business, okay? So you're investing in products, you're essentially selling them through, bringing the money back into your bank account, into your inventory or your bank log, you can call it, and continuing to reinvest and add new products, right? Now, maybe it makes a little bit more time to hit the 100K months or the 10K days that everybody dreams about, but it's very sustainable. And it doesn't mean that dropshipping can't be sustainable either, but it's just a little bit more of hit and miss, right? As you see, many more people start dropshipping and don't succeed just because it's a little bit more hit or miss, right? It's kind of like a casino. The jackpot is the jackpot, okay? Now, best for beginners, Amazon FBA or Walmart. And I would actually recommend Amazon FBA and then migrate into including Walmart just because it's a little bit lesser known of a platform. So it's good to start with Amazon FBA, but there's a low barrier to entry with these. Literally anybody, you right now could sign up for an Amazon selling account, put your name, your address, your information, and you're good to go and you start selling on Amazon, right? Then you just have to learn how to find products, source products, and so on. But these are very, very low risk because if you know how to read the data, you're investing in proven stuff that actually works, it has demand right in front of you. You just have to learn the logistics and sending inventory in, getting the money paid out, and repeating the process, okay? Dropshipping is a little bit unknown because you just don't have demand proven already on the products. You have to know how to market, how to advertise, how to run ads, and so on, all right? Now, section number 2, doing your research. So validating demands. So for dropshipping, using tools like Google Trends, bestsellers, TikTok search, using the social medias to see where there's market opportunities, where people are flocking towards, right? It's a little bit of a trend basis thing and making sure that you have an opportunity to win sales quickly. And yes, everybody says that dropshipping 2.0 is building an actual brand over time, sustaining it, and maybe investing into, content creators and UGC content creators, all of that stuff. But you have to use these tools to try to get some demand in the early days and work in a market that actually works for you, okay? Now for Amazon FBA and Walmart, it's literally just reading the data, right? The data is like Keepa and SellerAmp, which are the two big softwares of Amazon. Because as you know by now, I sell on Amazon and I also sell with Walmart. They just have the data right in front of you. How many units does it sell per month? How much competition and what's the price? And over, the past 12 months, all the data is kind of right there. So you have to, read the data and understand it. Now, analyzing competition and margins. So researching other sellers in the space and other brands in the space for drop shipping, as well as for Amazon. One of the main sourcing tactics for Amazon is researching other sellers. But for drop shipping, you can get advice on what brands are performing well by analyzing their marketing, seeing what their Shopify store is doing, and all their data like that, okay? Now, ensure you can sell at profit after fees, shipping, and ads. So use the software. So I know for sure Amazon has one. Dropshipping also has one. So you have to analyze to make sure after shipping fee, after any affiliate fees, referral fees from content creators or from Amazon's FBA center or Walmart's fulfillment center, that you're making a good enough profit that not just profit, but it's worthwhile to keep investing in the product, okay? Investing in the brand. Now, create a simple scorecard on demand, competition, and profit. And it's a little bit of a checklist where you can assume and understand, okay, is it worth it to continue to sell these products or go down this avenue with my brand or storefront? Because am I finding success or am I not finding enough success to continue to do it, right? Now, section 3, testing small. And this is huge for every e-commerce business and maybe even every online business in the world. So the test method, start with small batches, 3 to 10 units. And by doing this, you're ensuring that there's going to be no major issues with the product or the demand for the product, right? On Amazon, if you get a lot of returns, it's okay. You just move on to a different product. Same thing with Walmart, right? Or if it doesn't sell as quickly as you want it to, just move on to a different product. And with drop shipping and Shopify, if you sell a product to a customer and the customer doesn't love the product, maybe get returns, refunds, or they have complaints because it wasn't as advertised, well then you can move to a new product and test the market, see how it works, and then stick with that, right? Because you're not holding inventory. Now, run a few low budget ads or post organic TikTok reels. This isn't as relevant for Amazon and Walmart because you're already selling name branded products that have demand. But for drop shipping, right, you have to test the market and see what's working well, whether it's organic by creating your own accounts for reels and TikToks, or, running ads to see if your product can get some traction. And if it does, of course, you're going to have a lot of instant success, but you kind of want to just test and see what works. So not only with just products, but also with ads, all right? Now, watch for sales and customer feedback before investing more. Like I said, if a customer doesn't like the product, they will let you know by getting that big old refund into your account, all right? Now, why this works. So it minimizes risk by avoiding big upfront inventory. So instead of like making a big bet on one product or 2 products, you're testing and then you're migrating and you're making sure that, okay, it works, let me move off of this, or it works, let me build on this, okay? And let's see what actually sells instead of guessing. The biggest reality check you will get is when your inventory is live, whether it's Amazon and Walmart, and for dropshipping, when your storefront is live to see what sales you are generating, all right, and how fast it happens, because that allows you to restock. Should I restock 500 units for Amazon FBA and Walmart, or should I restock 100 units, okay? And in dropshipping, it allows you to know how much more advertising should you pump into these products and how much can you fulfill, right? Now, with section 4, I'm moving along here. So building a network and learning from mentors. This is critical. So why a network matters. It saves time by learning from others' mistakes. And I wish I did this from day one when I started with Amazon FBA. I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't have any friends in the industry. I didn't really talk to anybody. So I made these mistakes myself, had to learn how to fix them, and then continued on with them. And then now I tell people about all the mistakes I made here in the channel and all my other different platforms. So it also provides accountability and motivation. Knowing what your friends are doing or a network of people in the industry are doing or what can you be doing is such a motivation driver, right? You want to continue to push, learn how to run ads, learn how to do the business like Amazon, whatever it may be, and continue to go forward. And it holds you accountable. Instead of slacking off, maybe spending more time in your regular day job or maybe back in the books in university, whatever it may be, you can focus on growing the business because this is your ticket out, okay? Now, it also opens opportunities for partnerships, wholesale connections, and scaling strategies. I can't count the number of times on my hand that I've built relationships with other sellers in my Amazon network. Now we go on deals together, right? So if there's ever a great deal or a great wholesale opportunity, they call me, Jay, do you have capital? Do you have money? Okay, great. Let's go 10,000 each on this product or 5,000 each. And then we both win and we both succeed, okay? And with drop shipping, by building relationships and partnerships, you can do cross promoting and so on. It's awesome. Now, 2, where to find mentorship. So on YouTube, you're in the right spot here with me. I'm trying to give all the information I've ever learned about e-commerce, Amazon, Walmart, you name it, back to you guys for absolutely for free. And there's many other YouTube channels as well, other e-commerce channels and drop shipping channels, if you're really focused on that also just provide free content of all the information they learn. There's 8-hour courses, there's 7-hour courses, they're literally everywhere, okay? So get a lot of information on YouTube. Also, follow people actively doing what you want to achieve. Like I said, some of the bigger creators on dropshipping have had a lot of success, or even on Amazon, right? Like, I'm one of the creators you could be following if you want to achieve, working remotely, traveling, and building a business online. It's something I've achieved, right? Maybe I'm not at the 8-9 figure mark yet. I'm working to get there, but I'm in a pretty good spot with traveling and working online, all right? And there's many other dropshipping creators who are doing probably both 8 figures and traveling and working online. Now, invest in a mentor or coaching if possible to speed up results. So like I said, I've learned through so many hurdles for 12 months, 9 months, 12 months, whatever it was, and I failed and lost so much money. If I had a mentor or a program that I knew about, whether it was $500, $1,000, whatever it may be, to invest in, I would have ran to it. I just was too stubborn to try to make things succeed by doing it myself and not knowing that anything else existed out there. So it is worth it, okay? Trust me, it is worth it. I know sometimes you have to figure out the person to trust. And again, do your due diligence and making sure you can trust them and they're an authentic person at heart and they want you to actually succeed just like they did. But investing in a mentor or a coach is massive, even if it's a step-by-step program, right? And it's something that I'm building out in the future. As you know, if you've seen my channel, in October, I'm trying to work on the best e-commerce product for Amazon FBA and so on that has ever existed for the cheapest price that has ever existed. So many people can find success with it for many years to come. Now, section 5. So scaling once you find traction. So when to scale? Once a product is consistently, or the products is consistently selling and profitable. That way you can double down, replenish your inventory, or for drop shipping, invest more advertising dollars into it through TikTok, Reels, creators, you name it, right? So after validating demand with small tests, once you do your first 3 to 10 unit test buy, run your simple advertising on it for drop shipping and send your inventory in for Amazon and seeing what works, then double down, right? Double down, do more of what works. That's the old saying. Now, how to scale? Number 1, simple enough. Order more inventory, literally just stacking your inventory, more of what you have, in the bank, because you have to be able to sell through of what the demand is, right? So having more inventory is going to immediately double, triple, quadruple your sales. Same thing with dropshipping, okay? Now, automate tasks with softwares or VAs. Typically, I recommend VAs here, hiring a virtual team so that way you're not working in the business, but rather on the business, and you're doing more efficient and effective tasks. So rather than just driving yourself banana lands and doing every single admin task that exists out there. For Amazon, it would be repricing, checking inventory, replenishing, communication, you name it, right? Sending inbound shipments. That's all chaos, right? So you want to hire a VA, delegate those roles, systemize it. Same thing with dropshipping, right? Running ads, you can test, running marketing campaigns, you can test, have a VA handle all of those roles, and then systemize it, right? Now, expand marketing, ads, influencers, email, one of the biggest, best ways to market online with dropshipping, okay? It's pretty kind of self-explanatory, but there we go. Now, final takeaway. E-commerce in 2026 is simpler than most people think. The formula is pick a model. So here we go. Pick one of the models that you feel best with, right? I recommend Amazon FBA. If you feel great with dropshipping, roll with it, okay? That is your choice, 100%. I'm backing you, helping you with any resource. Do the research, right? Watch YouTube videos, get a mentor potentially, watch as much content, articles, you can name it, learn how to market, learn what products you like, and so on, learn what the platform's like. Then test small, just test small, see what works on the products wise, on advertising wise. Learn from others, network from people in the industry. Hey, what works for you? What doesn't work for you? What are your experiences? So on. Then scale what works. It's a 5-step model that is so simple. Just give it time, invest into it day by day and work with it, and you're gonna find success. I can guarantee you it. And if you have trouble, come back to the channel, comment on the video, and I'm gonna help you as much as I can in the comments. And if I have to, I'll get on a call with you or send you a Loom recording for absolutely free to help you with e-commerce, because I want you guys to succeed, travel the world, and feel that feeling that I've been doing for the past 3 years, because it's complete euphoria, okay? So there we go with how to start e-commerce business in 2025. Please let me know in the comments what you want to have me do next. How can I help you guys in any way possible? I can't thank you enough if you're still watching to be here and watch these videos. It means the absolute world to me, seriously. And it's only going to get better. There's only going to be better videos, investing more money into these videos to help you guys, and more experiences for you guys to see of the life that it creates, okay? So there we go. Please subscribe to the channel, comment if you have any questions, and like it because it means the absolute world to me. So there we go. See you guys for now.